Hello, my name is Wendy Widger, and today I'll be doing a book review on America is Under Attack. The author and illustrator is Don Brown, and it won an award in 2014 for the grades 3 through 5 William Allen White. It was a winner for that category. It's published by Flashpoint, and it was published in 2011. The genre is picture storybook and also nonfiction with 57 pages, and it's appropriate for ages 8 through 11. I would say that this is a very useful book to use with students in grades 3 through 5. It's not a book that's super exciting and fun like some of the others that I've had the privilege to read, but nonetheless it's very important. I'm going to go through some of the pictures here. I really liked how this first picture just started with one plane and a very just blue sky. I just liked it. Started with the calmness, explaining just the everyday happenings that were going on in people's lives as they started their mornings on September 11th, 2001. The illustrations, as you can see, are kind of what I would call rough sketches with a lot of muted colors. I like how the book talks about specific people and certain things that happened to them, even things that they said, ways that they helped each other. But as you can see, the faces are somewhat obscured, and I feel that that was fairly appropriate given the somber nature of the book. Here you can see some of the chaos ensuing as there's debris and confusion. The book follows a chronological pattern, so it does skip back and forth between the 3 different locations where the planes went down. Here you can see some firefighters. This is a picture that was on the page that described one of the towers collapsing. And so it talked about how it was like a dust storm, complete chaos, and that all kinds of imaginable things that would be in an office building came raining down that day in Manhattan. Here you can see the helicopter, and something I never would have thought of that this book points out is that it was too hot on the top of the buildings for any kind of an attempt of any helicopter rescue that under different circumstances they might have tried. I also was not aware that the Twin Towers were created and designed to be able to withstand being struck by a plane. And so no one really thought that they would possibly come down. So when the first tower came down, the office employees and the rescue workers in the other tower didn't even know that it had come down, didn't even see that as a possibility. And it took some time for them to be informed about that. I feel this is a really important book, especially for kids who they're so young that they weren't alive when this happened, and they need to know it's part of our history. I also think that it could be an important springboard for discussing the importance of safety drills, why it's important so that we know the procedures and we can react calmly and in an orderly fashion when those things happen. I was in my second year of teaching when this tragedy struck, and my husband and I had been married for exactly 1 month. So as we were newlyweds looking forward to saying we've been married 1 month, this terrible tragedy happened. So it's very ingrained on my memory. I feel that with older elementary kids, we could easily also read a nonfiction book about Pearl Harbor, since that was also an attack on American soil, and you then use a double bubble map, having kids work in small groups of 2 or 3 to show the similarities and differences between these 2 happenings.